One of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. Off we go from Kansas City. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelce one more time for a Chiefs first down. Back to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Now, Mahomes. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's into the end zone. Noah Gray, touchdown Chiefs. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. That is George Karlaftis in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. Jackson to his big target, Andrews. for the Baltimore first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the move past the 40. And he will score. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and, Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. A gain of 48.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
One quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A first down throw for Jackson. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer. And you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And it'll be 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
It is 3rd and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And he will go all the way. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Loop now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Jackson now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. Now he takes off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
That's going to be incomplete. The coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Now, a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And that one is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Could they have called the push-off there? The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Now Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Jackson. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. Room to run at the 35. To the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Smith to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco, and that's going to be a Chiefs first down as they take this up to the 38-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, KC.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he's into the end zone, and they are making it look easy. Rashee Rice puts down KC. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs go up by 7, 28-21. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second down, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That's dropped off for Pacheco. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They put Kelce in motion. Here's Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession. And I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing Jackson. He'll get this off to Hill.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll run. It's Henry. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. On the run to the right. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The pressure intensifies for 4th down and 3. They'll drop to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
A first down throw for Jackson. Forced out wide. He's going to keep it himself. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here comes second down. From the gun, Jackson. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Moving to his right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. Hill. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Second down, goal to go. Jackson out to his right. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of the game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So
damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop.
this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go here in Inglewood. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And we'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Nate Wiggins up to make the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, it's Vidal. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. They'll give this to Vidal. Good running inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone inside the 20. A gain there of 20. 1st down, L.A. From the gun, it's Herbert. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. Down the sideline, past the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 36 yards. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Travis Jones there to bring him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They put Kelce in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Mike Dana in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Now it's Jackson. Rolling right. He keeps it, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It looks like the Chiefs have it, and it is Kansas City ball.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
On the return, it's Mitchell. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake. Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again, but this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Jackson now to throw on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he will go all the way. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. A first down throw for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. A run up the middle with Pacheco. Room to run past midfield. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. We are through 1. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
This caught right side by Worthy. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the...
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Out of his end zone, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. But now a marker comes flying in late. Behind the line of scrimmage. Might we get a roughing the passer call here? Jackson now. There's a short one caught by Andrews. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he gets this one past the 30. Now, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Kez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mahomes now to throw on second down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. That's going to be caught to the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Loop now for the extra point. The kick here is good. And one more point, and that takes us to the end of the first half. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 10, and he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A first down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Second down. Jackson. Forced to his right. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the first down. He'll drop to throw. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling.
To the goal line and in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. Now Butker to add the extra point. And now, will you look at this? It's a fake. This is caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, Jackson exiting the pocket right. He's going to look downfield once again. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A big play after being backed up. 37 yards. Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense. And if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs. There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He'll air it out down the middle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. Again, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he will score. Game on. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And he will get into the end zone, so follow the touchdown with a 2-point conversion. And this is a 5-point game.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Returnable from his own 4. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard line. Here's 1st down. Back to throw, Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll stick to the ground. And mark him down up beyond the 30. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven 1st down. They'll drop to throw. On the run to the right. Now he'll run. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Jackson now on 2nd down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Mahomes going to keep it himself. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. A pickup of 44 yards. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late.
Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's caught by Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 35 yards. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one.